Hello everyone, it's Ed with Brain MTG. Welcome back. 10 out of 10 Rudies agree. MTG is an ecosystem with each part equally as important. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Okay, so I've been speaking about this for the better part of a year now. Yesterday's Rudy video, which by the time you see this will be a few days ago, he mentioned the whole thing again. So, of course, I've been thinking about it a little bit more. Magic the Gathering. It's part of the cardboard, collectibles, freaking industry. You have Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, sports cards. They're all part of the same thing, right? The thing that, well, I guess TCG's sports cards are just slightly different in this aspect. Sports cards has collectors, dealers, and LGSs, right? Those are the main components. I guess investors, right? TCGs, though, they actually have players also. That's a whole new element. So, well, not new element. It's a whole different element from sports cards. Thing about TCGs, right? Well, aside from the fact that you play the cards, so it's kind of harder to have a TCG high grade than it is a sports card, although they only make 10 of certain sports cards. So that's a whole nother story. But the thing about TCGs is these players, right? They're a big part. They're a big part of the ecosystem. This ecosystem in which every leg is as important as, the other parts of it, right? Like, I know players seem to think that they are the most important, but the investors, dealers, and collectors are just as important, right? If you look at what's happening now, Rudy was talking about, he made the point, I guess he reiterated my point that right now Wizards, with this product dump onto Amazon, where we saw Innistrad Crimson Vow and Innistrad Midnight Hunt for 50% of what they cost, right? This was Wizards saying, F you, we don't care about you anymore, LGSs. We're going to sell you this stuff. And then when you have too much of it, so much so that no one wants anymore, we're going to sell it at half price. So that anybody else who has never had this stuff and who might want it, they're now going to buy it. So they'll never buy it from you, LGSs. You're stuck with that permanently. And guess what? You're not going to sell it for 150. You're going to sell it for 75 if you actually do sell it. That was a really big FU to the LGSs. The whole Amazon thing, the way they're undercutting everybody, right? But can you blame them? They're trying to make money. Okay. And then I guess it's kind of to the dealers too and the investors, because it's like, investors, what are you going to want this product? Dealers, you got it. The only way you're going to get rid of it is by fire selling it, and you didn't pay that low. So it's a big FU to everybody, I guess, except players, because they're going to get their cards cheap. Like they wanted, like they always yell at me for. And, the way that Wizards has been doing things since Collector's Edition came out, with all the flashy, shiny happies, and like the craziness with Brothers War that's coming out with Numbered, Lost Legends, Neon Ink, Gilded this. It's getting crazy out there, guys. So that's them saying, hey, collectors, we want your money too. We're going to give you everything you want all at once. And in doing so, they forget that, collectors want special and rare things. And none of this is special or rare. Rudy made a good point. He said Magic is the only ones who haven't tuned down their production and the amount of releases in this environment. And totally agreed. The players are getting what they asked for. Okay, let me correct that statement, because I know not all the players are like this. There's a couple, the vocal minority, are getting their way, okay? And this is what they wanted, 5-cent cards. Congratulations. Now, let's see, you got what you wanted, guys. Those guys, not you, because I know if you're watching, you're a little bit wiser than that. But it's like, look at the effects. Everybody's worried about the future of Wizards. Does Wizards have a future? If Wizards crashes and burns, will those players be happy? They got what they wanted. Everything is cheap. No one really cares. When you off balance, when you tweak and change any ecosystem, the repercussions are more varied and more far-reaching than you can imagine. I think Wizards just sees it, not Wizards, Hasbro sees like a Wizards thing as just something like printing money, and they don't understand the ecosystem or longevity when it comes to TCGs. And it is a bit worrying. I know that the players are important, and for that, I love players of Magic. I want more people to play this game because it brings more attention. Those are not the problem. Those aren't the troublemakers. It's the vocal minority. Even the vocal minority of collectors or investors or, dealers. You don't want to listen to the 2% who shout the loudest. You want to keep the 98% pleased. Which is another reason why Mark Rosewater's comment about Magic players, the fact that 75% don't know what a planeswalker is, as in the player that's playing is the planeswalker, right? But still, so okay, so you're bringing that up, bro, right? Why would you bring that up? Are you trying to tell us that that's who you're catering to? Because that's the bigger number? I mean, what? You want the people who buy one product or like one booster box or a few packs at the store and play for one tournament? Those are the people you want to attract, right? You don't want to keep the person who's been in it for 30 years who, when a good product comes out, buys a bunch of product. No, you want to cater to the 75% who has no idea. Who has no idea about your product, right? It's a shame that it's come to this, guys. I hope that Wizards wisens up. I hope that, the players who may not have understood the difference in the ecosystem start to get it. I hope that Wizards listens to the people. I mean, Jesus, the amount of, they just had to turn on YouTube and they will see the anger at them. Like, I don't know, guys. We're in a pivotal time here for Magic the Gathering. Let's just, these groups need to make it through this healthy and hale in order for Magic to survive. I guess we'll leave it at that today. It's kind of bleak, huh? Yeah, if you're going to be buying any Magic cards today, consider using my TCG Player affiliate link in the description. It is free to use and helps out a lot. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We got cool box breaks coming up. Channel memberships. Awesome gifts and emojis and stuff like that. So, not gifts, emojis. That's what we got. We'll get some more soon, too. Hey, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's a hell of a time. I'm doing the best that I can to survive in this time, too. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great day.
Peace. That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?